She's growling and hissing and snarling. Look at that. Incredible. And I'm almost certain that it is in fact her cub that she's growling at. I could be wrong, and the reason why she will be growling at this cub is because Shadow is known to not abandon, but kick her cubs out of home a little bit younger than normal, at around a year of age. And obviously these are the initial signs and stages of her having to do that. It's kind of like a bittersweet scenario, because of course every mother leopard at some point in her life will have to be nasty to her cubs, be it male or female, and kind of slowly start chasing them out of home and telling them to start going to get their own meals and start making their own plans in life. And it's not uncommon for leopards to growl at them. So Vicky, you are wondering why exactly they're not eating at the same time, and this is exactly why. Shadow's like, I've made this meal, I've caught it, you're a big girl now. She's telling not Barbara, her daughter, and I'm guessing what this means is that hopefully in the coming weeks and months, not Barbara will be doing her own thing, and Thandi will possibly be mating, trying to make plans for the next youngsters. Now we're just going to be making a little bit of a noise and putting up some flaps and some zips and some covers, so we'll be moving around a little bit. So we just want to get as ready as we possibly can to show you as much as possible. Seems like Shadow has calmed down for now, but it's going to be a very interesting morning. I can't wait to see it, how it all unfolds. There we go again, look at this. Now she's giving us a snarl, but you can see it's been predominantly aimed at the young cub. Now sadly we can't see the young cub too well and what it's doing. Isn't this incredible? Let's try listen one last time when she growls again. We're just going to turn up our ambient audio. It sometimes backfires because it sometimes just picks up all our noises and not the noises of the animals, but it'll be wonderful for you to be able to hear that low rumbling growl. Orbs. The buntwine's just at the base of the silver cluster leaf over here. Sorry guys, I was just letting Aubrey know what exactly was going on, just so he can plan his attack with parking his vehicle. Aubrey's one of the Juma guides, and he's just arrived here with some of his guests. What I'd like to actually do is reposition and get a better view of the cub, and hopefully possibly a two shot of the cub and the mother, so you got a better idea of what's going on when they start growling at one another. And that way I can also give Aubrey's guests a good view of Shadow up three. Oh. So I just want to give you a good view of the cub for now. From here, a nice close-up. As you can see, it seems very relaxed, just lounging about in the grass, wondering, why is Mom being so nasty to me? But sadly for you, not Barbara, you are going to have to start looking after yourself soon. And it'll be very, very interesting to see. Now, of course, I could be wrong. I could be assuming things. I could have the wrong leopards here. I could be getting confused, but I'm fairly certain it is, in fact, Shadow's young daughter here with us. If any of you can prove otherwise, let us know. But I think it's fair to say and likely to assume that if Shadow is here, this is, in fact, her youngster. And it does look like it from the glimpses we've got. Now, what I want to do is try and sneak around into a spot where we can see what the cub's responses are to her mother's growls, because I'm fairly confident that young not Barbara, for those of you who are joining for the first time, it may be a little bit confusing. It's a bit of a joke that we've got going on, but we call this young leopard not Barbara because one of the other guides called her Barbara once, which is kind of a joke really. And subsequent to that, it seems like the name's been changed to not Barbara. This is going to be a little bit tricky. We can maybe squeeze through here and get a 2 shots. Try and pull it out, Sense. Thanks. This actually will work. Not perfectly, but we can see the youngster here. Is this? Can you believe it? Thank you, James Richards. I presumed incorrectly, and this is in fact Thandi. She was looking a little bit old, and this is Thandi and Shadow in the same sighting. Zoom out quickly and we can show a 2-shot. And this is absolutely fascinating. 2 sisters together in one scene. Who knows where Thandi's, Shadow's young cub is, sorry. Let me just update their guides because this is really interesting. Stations, this is Thandi that I'm here with, not Shadow's Bantuan. And what an incredible, incredible scene. 2 sisters, both about 11 years old now. They were born to the same litter. And as you can see, this is a great example that even though once upon a time they would have been best buddies, now things are a lot more serious. And I'm so excited to see how this unfolds. I wonder where Not Barbara is, if she's fled the scene, or if Shadow made this kill and hasn't been able to leave it to go and collect Not Barbara wherever she was left. Absolutely awesome stuff. Now we are going to stay put. We'll be sure to call you back as soon as anything heats up here, but for now you're heading back up to the Mara with Taylor.